Gossip Boys.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of The Gossip Boys.
I'm Rye Collan.
And I am Twist.
Hi, Twist. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. We have had a lot of stuff going on here in the studio, and we have a lot of stuff going on today because we have an extremely special guest for you.
That is right. Today we have on Garth Evergreen. Garth,
Now,
thank you so
Garth,
much for joining us.
Thanks so much for being here. As you all know, Garth is a pretty famous actor. He played Patrick in the recent SpongeBob Unchained. He played Marty's dad in the remake of Back to the Future 2. So he's got some incredible acting credits behind him. Garth, you want to say hi to everyone?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's a pleasure to be on the show. Really a big fan of Gossip Boys, and listen to it every week. So.
Oh, we didn't know that. We did not know that you were a fan.
Yeah, because you came off a little rude in the emails.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I'm not really good with the email communication. I prefer Skype, or some sort of voice call. As an actor, I like to take from the voice rather than the text.
Well, we're together here in person right now. Hollywood Street.
We all got our masks on. Don't worry.
Yeah, masks are on. Hollywood Street, California. Our studio.
Oh boy, it's pretty bad here in California too. Let me tell you.
It's been getting crazy. It's been getting kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed the number of naked people in the streets has really been going up. Everyone's been losing their mind. The sewage has just been overflowing in the gutters. I mean, it's really gotten pretty bad here.
Things are beginning to look a lot like caveman times again. But how are you? Enough about ourselves. Tell us about how your roles have been going, just how you are as a person. And also, on the show, you're a fan of the show? Give us some more insight.
Yeah.
How long have you been watching?
I've been watching Gossip Boys. I mean, I actually listen on Apple Podcasts. I'm not the video podcast type of person. It's just easier. When I listen in my car on the way to the studio every morning. Right now, work has been slow. Haven't been getting a lot of work lately. It's getting a little difficult to even talk to my agent because every time he tells me that the waters are dry, and it's getting tough around here with this global pandemic going on. I mean, however, the roles in the past have been giving me a lot of royalty credits from the streaming of Netflix. Netflix is a godsend, let me tell you. SpongeBob Unchained just really bashed through the ceiling of those charts. And,
I was shocked when they got picked up.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised too. After SpongeBob the movie with David Hasselhoff's appearance, that was a really big one.
Oh yeah, the classic swimming muscle scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the swimmer guy. Yeah,
who knew his feet could move that fast? Am I right? But
yeah, absolutely, I don't know.
Yeah, but
speaking of,
go ahead. Sorry.
Speaking of your Netflix adaptations. We're hearing a lot about this new Minecraft movie project you're working on where you're actually playing Steve. What can you tell us about that and what's going on behind the scenes?
I mean, unfortunately, I can't say much, but I will tell you this.
Do you have an NDA or you just...
The NBA?
Yeah. You've been in the works?
I mean, it's not NBA. NBA would be the National Baseball Association. But... Actually, the NDA tells me that I could only say a couple things, and one of them is this. You ready?
Yeah.
Redstone galore.
Oh man, now that's exciting as an electrical engineer myself.
Take from that what you may, but redstone galore is all I can tell you.
What is galore?
That is exciting.
What is that? Sorry. What is that?
Redstone galore, as in
Galores?
a lot of red. No, not galore. It's galore, which means a lot of. So redstone. There's going to be a lot of redstone in this movie. I'll tell you that.
I was wondering because I don't know if you have any gamers in your family, but they've been talking a lot about rebuilding Minecraft, contextualizing it back into the game. Is that what you mean by redstone? Like, Is there going to be meta humor?
I know you're trying to get me here with this NDA, but I mean there are a couple more things that I can say, but I'll try to be as vague as possible, just so I don't spoil anything for those loyal fans out there. I mean, it is a game movie, so of course there's going to be parts of.
What do you mean by that?
So have you heard of 4D before?
Like a 4D movie?
Yeah, like a 4D movie with smells and tastes.
They did the Shrek version of that.
Yeah, where they
And
spray like
SpongeBob.
the ogre smells in your face.
No.
No?
No, it was a different one.
Oh. See, I went to see a Lilo and Stitch one, and Lilo farted in that one, and they sprayed like chili powder from the seat in front of you, so you smelled the chili from Lilo's farts.
They sprayed it just straight into your nostrils.
Yeah, just straight up in there. Actually, I mean, it's from the seat in front of you. It's not like a tube that comes from the seat into your nostril, but it does go pretty straight in there. Tell you that.
Yeah, I saw the 4D version of Harry Potter, and actually every time they casted a spell, there was a guy under your seat who would just tickle your legs a little bit. It was really unnerving at first, but once you got used to it, it really enhanced the experience.
Those jobs pay pretty well in the Hollywood world.
How does shooting 4D compare to other dimensions?
I mean, 4D is actually after it's like post-processing, so you just shoot a regular movie, and the 4D happens in the theater. It's within the seats.
Because people do VR now. People do VR, and you have to shoot for that with 1 million cameras. It takes so many cameras to do one VR, so that they're having to pay these actors a fraction of the cost because all of the budget is going to. Because the camera budget is now multiplied by 200 in some cases.
And with all the 3D printers going around, it's really becoming less and less of a novelty, in my opinion.
I mean, I'll tell you that
very
one of my coworkers from the set of Back to the Future 2, Dave Rabinold, he...
You're talking about the remake, or...
Yeah, the remake. I'm sorry. I apologize. Dave Rabinold, who played... It was actually kind of a cross-dressing role of Marty's mother, but Dave Rabinold played it pretty well, kind of like John Travolta in Hairspray. Dave Rabinold, he told me about a VR set that he was on. He said it's really hard to be an actor on one of those sets because you're running around with a big, huge contraption on your head with all the cameras, all the views around you. It really makes acting a little unnatural, I'll tell you that. So I'm not really a big fan of that in the same way that I'm not a big fan of messaging through the email, but I would consider myself a traditionalist in that sense. Acting's always kind of been a bit unnatural, as they say in Psalms 34:15, he shall not present himself as thy character of another. And so, there's been a bit of a backlash of the neo-Christian community lately against acting in general. So I don't really think you could call acting that natural in the first place. Yeah, I mean, the neo-Christian community has been at odds with Hollywood for a while, but those...
And with Reddit.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Those traditionalists in the theater world and in the acting world... really do kind of go against those traditionalists in the religious world. I would say I'm a religious man myself. I'm a Buddhist. I do online meditations every week on my Instagram at Evergreen, G.Evergreen. I'm new to Instagram, so only have a couple posts out there, but I do that Instagram live IGTV of my
that wasn't given.
meditations.
You didn't give that in the press. Do you need us to add that to anything? Because we prepare the text part of everything before the recording, so
yeah, I mean,
to put that username, because that's that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. But I'm just wondering.
No, it's fine. Here, just put it up. Okay, there it is.
Okay.
All right, that was on the screen. For all you audio listeners, you're gonna have to watch the stream for that one.
Yeah, sorry.
We did a crazy. There's a spin effect going on. It's really just worth it to look at the audio for that, because it's just spinning like crazy. It's gone now though.
Podcast Doodle members can view it on the Doodle feed as well. through vector image.
Yeah, it should pop
vectors.
up on the doodle board on the side if you're just listening on Podcast Doodle.
Which is most of our listeners. That's why I was shocked when you said you listen on Apple Podcasts. That's actually like the lowest number. That's our lowest stats. Like most of our listeners are also doodlers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Apple Podcasts does come with the iPhone, so seemed pretty easy to me. Seems
I mean,
like a
practically
no-brainer.
at this point, so does Podcast Doodle with like how popular it is.
Can you explain to me Podcast Doodle?
What?
Are
That's like,
you joking?
What kind of question? That's like, can you explain to me YouTube? Can you explain to me my shoes? You know what I'm saying? It's like the same question.
Is this a gag?
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's the premier site for podcasting.
I mean, I do feel a little.
That's where all the legends are made.
That's where
Whoopi Goldberg got her start.
Most people on our network, go through Doodle. So
a lot of people don't know this, but the Oprah Winfrey Show actually used to be a mail-in podcast. So you'd submit your name to the newsletter, and then Oprah would personally mail in priority shipping after the studio every night, and she'd have all kinds of crazy guests on. And eventually they got it on the TV, and a lot of people say it's lost its charm. So there's actually still a Doodle Mail option for the Oprah Show, kind of as a homage for the original fans.
yeah, that was before Doodle went electronic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I mean,
you were kidding, right? Can we clear that up?
I do feel a little disrespected. As I've said before, I'm not really good with technology these days. Instagram is pretty new for me, and I just am not sure how Podcast Doodle would work.
How old are you?
I'm 46 years old. I look 24. That's what my agent tells me. But
Yeah, that's,
Jesus Christ.
as you know, we're both 15. So there's a bit of a gap there between technology and stuff. I get it.
yeah, it doesn't make me any less of a fan. I love the kids out there.
Do you consume anything other than Apple Podcasts, or is that like the only? Like, how would you even find us? Because I think we don't get more than 100 monthly listeners on there.
Yeah, and we purposefully don't put any pictures on our podcast when we upload it there so that nobody listens to it.
We just upload it as an MP3 file with no description.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of odd. Most people who listen on there are already
a bunch
fans.
of background noise.
Yeah, I mean,
We
I
have
usually
the blast out ear sections at the end.
excuse
to get
me.
people off.
A blasted out ear section? Is that what you said? I missed it. Sorry.
I mean, at the end of each episode, there's like that 60-second just incomprehensible blast to the ears of raw noise that we put at the end of each podcast.
Yeah.
To get people to not use Apple Podcasts. Contractually, we have to post it there, but we make it real hard.
Now, here's the thing. I messed up once. I was looking on my phone. I was trying to find the music that I had downloaded on my phone. Paradise City by Guns N' Roses.
Oh.
And I was looking up the MP3s, and I had opened up the podcast app. So I wrote in the search bar MP3, and this podcast, Gossip Boys, entitled MP3 something.
That was probably the episode where we had Mark Punker III on.
Yes, Mark Punker III, the famous rock band artist.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he made the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, great guy he had on. He was something we didn't really discuss in the podcast just because it was a little embarrassing for everyone, but he absolutely reeked of just rotting sewage. It completely filled the studio. We had to get in some guys in hazmat suits afterwards and just bleach the entire place. This room actually used to be red. You can see it's just a glistening white now.
Right over there.
And that's just
right
because of all the bleach and chemicals we had to put everywhere to just get all of the rotting, disgusting slime off of everything that he left here.
It's horrid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Really nice guy, but everyone has some flaws.
I'll tell you what, I just pulled down my mask a little bit. I don't smell anything in this room. Whoever's on your cleaning staff must be doing a pretty good job in here.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job considering how little we pay them.
Yeah, that would be my mom.
If you don't mind me asking, how much are you paying your cleaning staff?
It was a joke, and we're not. That's why
at all? At all? You don't pay your
we're
cleaning
not.
staff at all?
Well, it's my mom who does it.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Collan.
No.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a nice thing, you know. She's just a nice lady.
I mean, that's very nice.
Really, she's really. Don't tell Rye I said this. She's pretty hot too.
She respects Twist as going, Twist going by his nickname.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of other people do.
Oh, are you not willing to say your real name, Twist, or?
It's just kind of related to a dark past that I'd like to forget, and also, for legal reasons, I'd like to not make public.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about it on here or to anyone.
Definitely not on here. We should change the subject.
Yeah.
You might actually be able to see Mrs. Collan if she comes in later. If she's in a good mood, she'll let you give a little feel over the dress, of course, but nothing too scandalous.
I mean, I think I'm not. I don't swing that way as a Hollywood sir myself, but I appreciate that little piece of little fact there, a little niblet that you gave me.
It's a factoid.
Yes,
is the technical term.
Right. Now, I know that you don't want to kind of go into your past about your name, but I'm willing to share a little secret about myself.
Oh, that is exactly the type of stuff we like on the Gossip Boys, so please do.
Now,
I'm sure our fans are ravenous for some of that juicy information.
Yes. Here's a little piece of gossip.
Let's get it started.
I mean,
Should we go up to Gossip Blast? Is it time? If this is fitting, we can go into it and you can tell your thing.
We should do Gossip Blast a little later. I think that's a little too intense for right now.
Sorry.
I'm excited for that. I will tell you.
Continue.
A little piece of gossip for you here.
Please do.
So, my stage name is, as you know, Garth. I go by Garth. I go by Garth Evergreen. That's what, the credits, when I have the credit rolls, this is what they don't tell you. You actually have to pay to be on the credit rolls in movies. You have to pay a certain amount, and the more you pay, the closer to the top you are within those movies. So as you see in SpongeBob Unchained, I have the first credit roll. That's because I paid $50,000 to the directors to be on that credit roll. Now, Garth Evergreen is the name I use for the stage. Now, my given birth name, Evergreen is the same. Evergreen is my last name. That's my given legal name. Now, my first name, given by birth, on my birth certificate, Goofy Evergreen. I had pretty wacky parents, I'll tell you what. Goofy Evergreen is on my birth certificate. Could you imagine that as a stage name?
Goofy movie?
Horrific.
Like, is that from the Goofy
abuse.
movie?
No. Goofy movie was not out that long ago. I was born 46 years ago, but Garth Evergreen is not my given birth name. It's Goofy. That's the first time I've ever said that publicly. And not too proud of it, I'll tell you.
So do you want us to call you Goofy?
I don't prefer to go by Goofy, but...
Why are you looking at me like that?
Listen, I don't prefer to go by Goofy. However, for the sake of this podcast, if you'd like to call me Goofy, you can.
What about Goofer? That's kind of like a mix of my dog name and your name.
What's your dog's name?
Twofer. He's got one tooth. We call it his twofer. It's like a pun. Something funny?
No. I have a pretty funny name myself. It's a pretty interesting dog name.
Yeah, that was my grandfather's name, and he actually killed people in World War II, so it's not really something to laugh about.
Your grandpa's name was Twofer?
Yeah, he also had one tooth. He just really didn't brush his teeth very much.
I mean, back in the day, you know, when I was born, 46 years ago when I was born, you know, the hygiene for dentistry was not the same. You know, you were told brush your teeth once a day right before you go to bed. Turns out most people from you know that decade have significantly yellow teeth. I tell you.
Well, your father has a background in the toothing industry. Is that right?
Oh yes, my father is actually a pretty famous dentist.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father. I was actually adopted. I was actually adopted. I have no clue what my birth parents. Oh, sorry.
Well, it's fine. I'm just saying. People know your Wikipedia article. That's not what they come to the podcast to hear about. We know who you are. You got to tell us the juicy stuff, the goods, the blast moments. That's why people come here.
Oh.
So just saying stuff we already know. Oh, my dad's a dentist, right? We already know.
Let's get to some of the questions.
Know that.
So first, do you think you could text your dad for me? I have a question.
Sure.
I want to get something resolved. So me and Rye, we're always going back and forth on this about my toothpaste. Now, I prefer to use a homemade toothpaste. You take a little bit of mint, a little bit of marshmallows, heat it in the microwave. It becomes a nice, creamy, self-toothpaste substance, and you can just brush your teeth with it. Now, Rye says that this doesn't count as real toothpaste from the store.
It doesn't smell like real toothpaste either.
It tastes almost the same. It's the sweet, almost the same amount.
You know, Twist, I'll give it to you. It does taste similar, but it doesn't smell the same. And I don't want to put something that smells rotten in my mouth, no matter how DIY it is. I don't care how much you say that it's good for you to make it yourself, man.
I mean, it's all natural than that coked up garbage made of horse swill that you get from the store.
Are you talking about the magnesium Z that's in it? And that's why it's not good?
Magnesium Z is just the start of the list. And let me tell you, this list has multiple items. All right?
Yeah, don't
There's
forget
the
about
magnesium Z. There's the sodium glyphosate.
Exofluorides.
Oh, God, the exofluoride. I wasn't even going to say that one. I don't even want the word in my mouth, much less the substance.
No. They recalled exofluorides like a few months ago. But no one even glossed over it because of all this SpongeBob bullshit that was in the Unchained news. No one even gave a shit. If anyone, you should know this.
I mean, the exofluorides. My dad's pretty versed in this stuff. But the exofluorides were recalled, but unfortunately, in the big businesses that make toothpaste, like Oral-B and Colgate, they disregarded, kind of like how, you know, different countries disregarded the Green New Deal. They just totally disregarded the ban on exofluorides because it's important. It's integral to their manufacturing of the toothpaste. So they have to have exofluoride, or else you won't get that sticky kind of mix of flavors within the toothpaste. You have to have the exofluorides there.
Twist, why'd you fucking bring up toothpaste on our gossip podcast?
I thought it was something that needed to be known. As you were saying, the news has been buried. We need to really get this out there. It's gossip. It's a different type of gossip, but it's gossip.
You're right.
Do you want me to ask my dad about the exofluorides?
Can you?
Can you just type everything we said and send it to him?
Can you give me some sort of summary? That would really be helpful.
We just said it. Were you listening?
Yeah, we just talked it. We just talked it for you.
I don't see why I would give a summary if you could just give the summary at the same time when you type it.
Okay, hold on.
You've had your phone out this entire time. Have you not been?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Dad, comma. Can you explain
Just fucking ignore us. That's fine.
the
It's whatever.
exofluoride scandal for this podcast, Amon?
I would ask my dad, but he's dead.
Twist, can you hand me my 3DS? No.
Where is it?
No. It's right there. No. Yeah, reach up.
Oh, what?
Up, dude.
Why is it all the way over there?
I didn't put it there. That's why I'm asking you to get it.
Hold on.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. I got it.
Thanks.
Oh, my dad's typing.
Oh.
Thanks. Why the fuck is this wet?
Oh, sorry. That was I took a piss in my seat.
You did what?
I was wondering what that smell was.
No, it was
Jesus.
I have like a filter, so it's just water when it on the outside. It's
Like
not.
a diaper?
No, it's a filter.
What's the difference?
It filters out all the gross. It's just water. Like it's what the astronauts drink. You know.
How do the astronauts? I don't know what you're talking about.
They filter their pee through the filter so they can drink the water.
They keep drinking it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
let's see. My dad, here's what my dad says. All right, I'll try and make this short. In 1909, Dr. McKay persuaded the Colorado State Dental Association to invite Dr. Green Vardaman Black, the first, to one of the nation's most eminent dental researchers to attend a 1909 convention. Let me get to the good part here. Fluoride research, graduate Francis McKay. Colorado Springs natives, grotesque brown stains on their teeth. The exofluoride presented rotting tendencies for the human mouth. Unfortunately, these rotting tendencies are balanced out with the flavor and taste of the toothpaste. Let's see
What
here.
the fuck?
Corporate for Colgate, Oral-B, Aquagate, and other.
It's like I'm in Wikipedia class right now. It's just going on and on.
Can you tell him get
Can we
to
skip
the
it out?
point?
Yeah.
Because we have a cast to run here, and you just
real.
reading out dad
All right,
text
he
is
basically-
not good content.
If I wanted to sit in class all day, I would have finished middle school.
Okay. He basically says that
Fucking right.
even though there are rotting tendencies in exofluoride, it's the trade-off for the taste, and the taste is what makes toothpaste sell more. So the toothpaste companies are willing to make, the teeth rot if they're making more money and making the toothpaste sell.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I mean that makes sense. Like
that's what I was saying, that it got recalled a few months ago, and that's why I don't think it's a good fucking idea to mix together marshmallows, boil it down, and put it in the microwave when there's already exists this product that does the same thing and better.
But there are no exofluorides in Twist's toothpaste that he makes.
Well, that's true because it's all natural.
Yeah, that's right. It's all natural. So maybe it is. Maybe Twist toothpaste is a little better, right? Don't you think?
You should try it. Do we have
Yeah.
some? Can you get some right now?
yeah, I have some in my pocket.
Here, take it.
It's kind of loose, so I'll just get a little handful. Cup your
Sure,
hands
Garth.
a bit. It's kind of
All right,
drippy.
here. Let me see.
Garth, try fucking for yourself, man.
Right there.
Don't say I
Alright.
didn't warn you.
All right, do you have any water that I can kind of swish it around with? Or
I mean, I got water, but you know where it came from. You know what I'm saying?
all right, yeah. Hand me like that water, please.
We
only have
strip my
Sprites.
hands on you.
We only have Sprites.
I only have the water that I filtered
Okay.
from my urine.
All right, hand
It's
it.
just on my seat. You can just dampen your hands a little bit, touching.
All right,
Just touch them.
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
Mom's out on a run right now to get some more Sprite, so we're trying. I'm sorry.
Oh,
We don't have
can you
anything.
can you tell her to get refill the Takis?
I told her to get more Takis. I told her to get more flaming goldfish, and she said that she'll see what they have. 'Cause they were out of stock last time.
Sick. Your mom's the best.
Jesus,
Man, well,
that
wow.
was fucking disgusting.
I will tell you that that marshmallow combination with the mint leaf, it actually does kind of replicate the taste of real toothpaste.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it tastes like it, because this stuff is not good for your teeth, man.
But no exofluorides.
No exofluorides.
I'm telling you, Crest does not have them. Crest does not have them.
I don't know. You should look at their ingredients tab. But all right,
what the fuck does that
enough about toothpaste? I don't know. That's not really what I'm here for.
Let's get to the next segment. So this segment, one of our favorites, one of the fan favorites for certain. It's called "What's Up with Them," where we throw out some celebrity names. Now, as you guys know, Garth is in with the crowd, in with the in crowd. He knows what's up, who's what, and who's who. So Garth has been quite around, knows a lot of celebrity Hollywood secrets, and we play a little game where we name some celebrities, and Garth tries to give us a little tidbit of some juicy factaroonies about this person.
I'm excited. Hit me with it.
All right, I'll start it up. Chef Ramsay.
Oh, Gordon. He's nicer than he looks. He really is. I'll tell you this. Here's the thing about Gordon Ramsay, and here's the thing that he doesn't want anybody to know. One time, me and Gordon Ramsay shared the same locker room at the same gym. Okay? Gordon Ramsay has blonde hair, as you know, and we had just finished a workout around the same time. We weren't working out together, but we were at the same gym, Lifetime Fitness in LA, and a lot of high-profile superstars are there. Gordon Ramsay's working on his biceps, make himself look a little more intimidating. He's sweating. He gets inside the locker room. I'm in the locker room at the same time with him. His pants go down. Turns out, his pubes are ginger.
Wow.
His pubic hairs are ginger, and his hair is blonde. Could you believe that? Bright red fire pubes.
Do you think he dyes one of them?
He dyes one of his pubic hairs, or dyes one of his hair?
One of the two hair sprouting options, the head or the pubic region. Simple to understand my question.
I mean, it would be more practical to dye your hair. However, his hair does look pretty natural to me. So it could be the pubes. If I had to take a guess, I would say he dyes his hair blonde. He does a little bleach action. And his real hair color at birth is red.
Don't you think it's a little, creepy to pull out the pube questions in front of two 15-year-olds when you're in your 40s?
I mean, the gossip podcast, that's what the gossip's about. Have you read the tabloids?
I mean, we do talk about pubes all the time, but
yeah,
it's just a little weird, don't you think?
I mean, I'll give you that, but what else do you guys want here? You want me to tell you that Gordon Ramsay has two cats?
Next round. Twist. Hit him with the next one.
All right. What can you tell us about the guy from the Star Wars guy with he's got the purple lightsaber? He's like the black guy with the purple lightsaber. What's up with him?
Oh, Mace Windu?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Samuel L. Jackson?
No.
That's who plays Mace Windu in Star Wars.
Mace Windu. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mace Windu.
Mace Windu himself, not Samuel L. Jackson.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I like the character of Mace Windu.
What can you tell us about behind the scenes?
So I did start out as a props guy, and that's what I was on the Star Wars series. And I will tell you, he was a little bit unsettling on the set. He would come over to me, and every time I would walk over to him, he would actually whisper in my ear everything that he needed. He insisted that I would come in very close to him, Like if he needed the purple lightsaber as a prop, part of his robe, part of his tights, something like that, he would nod me over. He would put out his finger and he would kind of urge me over to him, and he would whisper in my ear. He would say, "I'm the Jedi Master. Will you please give me my purple lightsaber? I would really appreciate that, Garth." And I'd walk away a little uncomfortable, as you can kind of tell. But he's a whisperer. He's speak softly and carry a big stick kind of guy.
TMI.
That's Mace Windu for you.
Kind of disgusting, man.
Hollywood is a kind of crazy place. I'll tell you that. But that's Mace Windu for you.
I haven't talked to Mason in a while.
You know Mace?
No, silly. I don't.
You really had me there.
I was kidding, man.
All right, Rye. Let's give him the next
next one.
Adam
freaking Sandler. Tell us about him, man.
Adam Sandler.
Gets me every time.
Adam Sandler's a great guy. I love him. I'm good friends with his wife, Sadie Sandler. She's very beautiful, and I give him shit about it all the time. Me and Sadie kind of hang out on our own sometimes. Nothing weird there. We kind of have an understanding. I really appreciate his wife, and I appreciate the philosophical talks we have. She really enjoys old Greek theater like me, and we like to go out on coffee dates and talk about that. But of course, Adam is okay with me hanging out with Sadie. Otherwise, if that doesn't tell you anything about, if that tells you anything about Adam Sandler, it's that he's a really nice, understanding guy. He's a hilarious guy. His comedy in his movies definitely mirrors his comedy in real life. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to the relationship that me and Rye's girlfriend have. We like to hang out a lot. It's nothing weird, Okay, sometimes she lets me touch her legs, but it's only up to how deep the pockets go.
Yeah.
And we actually, to save costs, we share the same retainer, so we switch it off every night. We're pretty close together, but
I mean, it's just friends thing. It's just like a friends thing.
It's just a friends. We just have we have game nights, and sometimes we lock Rye in the closet while we're playing games. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like a classic little, keep away gag.
Yeah. Yeah, like a stay away.
Stay away from us.
And one time we went into his room. We went into Rye's room and we broke his lava lamp all over his bed.
Magic, and then the magic 8 balls you shook. Oh, what's the magic 8 ball? It says you are doomed to fail today. That was like, wow, just bringing everything together.
I'd never seen that one on the magic 8 ball before.
Now
it's like a 1 in a million chance because they have like 2 of the triangles in there, and not a lot of people know. I think it's just 1.
I mean, before we get onto the topic of magic 8 balls here, Rye, I want to know, personally, how do you feel about Twist hanging out with your girlfriend? I know you said you kind of have an understanding, but I just want to make sure. You're young guys, it's important.
What's wrong about it? It's just friends.
Yeah, it's just like we just playing fun pranks.
Okay.
Sometimes we like to go into Rye's room and just take some scissors and cut up one of his pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
It's just like a little gag, and then Rye will walk in, and I'll be like, "What are you guys up to?" And then we just throw it on him, and we're like, "Confetti," and it's just a big joke, and we're all laughing. Well, usually most of us are laughing. Usually,
it's Surprise Town. That's one.
Surprise Town. That's another thing we say.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like classic Friends, but that's the thing. It's just classic Friends doing gags. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not as weird as you're making this out to be, man.
Oh no,
really,
it wasn't
really
my
not
intention.
an issue.
Yeah, I think you're maybe just a little out of touch with the kids these days and the type of stuff we're doing.
No,
Yep.
I mean I do the same thing with Sadie. I just wanted to be 100% completely sure because young people might not be as akin to that sort of thing. But it seems like you are, and it seems like you have a pretty good understanding and a good relationship with Twist, and and Twist. It seems like you have a pretty good understanding and relationship with Rise GF, and I think it's great. I appreciate it.
GF, whatever. It's we're all buds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care
really
if
the
the
F that's
retainer's been in
important.
if it's been in anyone's mouth, right? Doesn't really matter.
No.
Because we're all friends and we're all, we're not adults yet, but it's just the thought that counts.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
Anybody else you got burning questions about here?
Oh, we have got plenty of burning questions.
We have a lot lined up, but we haven't gotten to the blast yet, so
Yeah,
do not forget.
The Gossip Blast, how could we forget? The Gossip Blast is coming later. If we did the Gossip Blast right away, people would just leave. It turns out that 80% of our people leave after the Gossip Blast.
It is true. It is true.
So we'll do...
Speaking of blast, sorry, my bladder is really about to blast. Do you have a bathroom in the studio?
we have a cup in the hallway.
With some wires and tubing, but...
Yeah, don't pee on the red wires, but the blue wires are negative charge, so they should be fine. Just get the cup. When you're done, just don't leave it out there. Just kind of bring it in and put it on the corner of the table where no one's in.
And make sure
we'll
it balances. Make sure it balances straight, and then you should.
Yeah, it's a little curved on the bottom, so you really got to balance it.
Okay. Are you okay with me doing that now? I don't want to ruin the flow of the podcast.
No, go ahead. We'll go ahead.
Whatever.
We'll just sit in silence until you're back.
Yeah, we can just not talk.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll just do nothing. It'll just be really boring.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'll be back. I'll be back pretty quickly. Sorry.
There you go.
This is fucking terrible.
This is a fucking disaster, man. I was
I don't know
wondering
if we're gonna
it was just
release
me.
this one. No, I definitely is not. I don't know if we're really gonna release this one.
Definitely not. Definitely not. When he gets back, let's just be fucking pissed off. Let's just be mean. See if we can get him to leave. See if we can get him fucking leave.
Let's ask him questions about his dick.
We should ask him questions about his dick. We should ask him belly button questions.
Oh wait, I was gonna give him a question about like another person to know stuff about. What should I give him?
Bernie Sanders. What was that guy again?
Yeah, Bernie.
You can ask him about him. Or,
I think it was just Bernie. No one really says the last part.
Right. Oh, God. Do you think he figured it out?
I heard something.
When was the last time we had a guest use that fucking thing, man?
I don't know. It was kind of just there as like an ornament at this point, but
yeah, because
we really should take the wires out at some point.
Yeah.
So where should I put this cup?
Just on the corner of the table.
You're supposed to take it.
No, on the corner. No, put it on the corner of the table over here.
Right here?
No. The other corner.
Okay.
No.
Which? Just tell me which corner.
You're okay. You're balancing it like it's too far off the edge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the right corner, but like it's hard to balance.
Man.
You got to tilt a little bit to the right because it's heavier on one side because of the gum.
The tubing system attachment.
I think that should be fine. Just don't
bring the
bump the
attachment
table.
with you, or did you leave it back there?
Say that again?
Did you bring the attachment, like the tubing attachment, or no? To connect it?
Was I supposed to? I left the...
Yeah, you're supposed to bring it, and then like that goes in the other corner. Did Twist not tell you this?
Okay, I'll go back and get it.
Okay. Go get it.
These boomers, man.
Fucking can't believe it. I mean, I
Next
thought he listened to the cast, right?
We're not
heard
having
about it.
anyone who's over 18, so we're only gonna get on kids like Jimmy Neutron.
I think we should.
Okay, here's the tubing attachment.
That guy from Spider-Man.
I got the tubing.
Yeah, just put it in the cup.
I thought you said on the other corner before. In the cup or on the corner?
It's fucking doesn't matter.
But you put it in the cup, but it connects to the corner.
Okay, here.
It doesn't matter. He can't figure it out, Twist. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
That good?
Oh wait. Oh, I got a little bit spilled on.
It's terrible.
A little bit spilled on my seat.
Some on him. You fucking got some on him, dude.
Oh, that just reeks. Are you drinking enough water, Garth? Because this is really just unhealthy.
I just had a lot of coffee this morning.
Oh.
Here,
Can you come sit down? Just sit.
It's fine. Here, I'll clean it after the interview.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave it.
Jesus.
All right. Are we good to keep going here?
Yeah. So we want to know. We'll just not talk about it right now. We want to know about Bernie and your dick. That's what we decided.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Just both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I really like working for Bernie. He's a really good director.
You worked with him?
Yeah. I worked with him on the set of Gems 4.
Was that credited?
Was that the Candy Crush movie?
Yes, it was.
That.
What? Do you just call it Gems as like an abbreviation, like people call like Pony, for My Little Pony?
Oh yeah, it's just a little thing we have in the business.
Name?
No, yeah, it's a cute name, kind of like a shorter name.
Fuck?
Just I mean, it's easier to recognize.
Have that?
Yeah, the Crush movies have that. We call it Gems 4. But Bernie's really good to work with. He's good on set. He he makes you feel really comfortable. As an actor, it's important to feel as comfortable as possible on the set when you're with a director. He came into my trailer on the first day and he said, "Listen, buddy, call me buddy." He made me. That's what my father used to call me.
That's my friend. His dog name is that. Did you know that?
No.
I knew that.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. Of course you know.
How did you not know that? You listened to the podcast, right?
I mean, I don't remember anybody talking about any dogs on the podcast. It's more about the
gossip. That's like our running gag is that we always bring up Buddy. Like that was it for this episode.
Wait, Twist. He's not on Doodle. So he doesn't even see the dog segment.
There's a dog segment of the show that I'm missing?
He doesn't even see the dog stuff.
Oh, yeah. So there's an extra 5 minutes. You won't find it on YouTube. You won't find it on Apple Music. It's just on Podcast Doodle.
Just on Doodle, yeah.
Man, I really got to get on that Podcast Doodle.
Podcast Doodle hooks us up with like a lot of really easy like ways to make extra content that like a lot of other platforms don't. So we tend to do that a lot.
Nice. I mean, I really do have to get on that Podcast Doodle.
Do you listen to the last minute, by the way? Like the noise?
I kind of skip over that. You know how you skip over the ads? That's what I do on Podcast Doodle. I just skip over the static and loud.
On Podcast Doodle?
Sorry, I misspoke.
We did do an ARG in the noise.
ARG?
Yeah.
Like a pirate?
Anxiety reducing gestalt. It is like a way of binaurally connecting your brain to calm you down. So it's within this noise, but it's also, like exciting these parts of your brain through audio.
Right. Now
it's kind of experimental.
Okay.
That's why we only put it on Apple.
Yeah, I don't listen to it though. I skip over it. It's a little, it makes me a little scared to hear those loud noises in my ears, and I like to keep my ears, good for the acting that I'm doing. I don't want to miss any lines. But no, I hear you. I'll listen to it from now on. I want to hear the dog segment. So how am I supposed to?
Well, the noise isn't on Apple, or the noise is only on Apple, and the dogs are only on Doodle. So
it's a give and take here. Can you put both on one source, like Google Play or
that's what I was saying. Like the only reason
they're
why
on Doodle
Apple,
Play.
They are in Doodle Play, but the only reason people were on Apple Podcasts were for the noise stuff, which is why it's so unlabeled. And why it's like so cryptic and stuff. So our hardest of hardcore fans are on there. Everyone else is on Doodle because like everyone loves the dogs. People don't give a shit about the noise stuff.
What if I want the noises on Doodle, because I don't want to miss out on the noises in the future if it's
we could put
if it's anxiety reducing just salt noises.
Well, you can get
We do put them on
sounds
Patreon
and other stuff. We do put them on Patreon. We can put a preview right now in the. We could play a live. We could tell Craig to put in a preview.
Yeah. Here, Craig, put in a little preview.
Craig, audio. Make sure it's not loud. Before he did. What if he already did it? Did he already do it?
He probably did it right when I said it, and it just made it.
Well, I don't know if he's gonna be able to go back and fix.
Wait, can we hear that in the studio, or is it just a thing that kind of goes on in post?
No, it's just a little bit of movie magic. You should be familiar with that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it's like a. Are you familiar at all with post production? Because I know you've worked in post on Alvin, for all the films. You worked in post production doing the editing.
Specifically sound editing.
Yeah, the sound. I was shocked when I heard that because I didn't know you had any experience in that field. I'm just familiar with you from your more popular recent roles, because you've risen kind of up in the meme culture. That's how I'm familiar with you, Garth. But
I like to work all around the industry. The sound editing for Alvin is actually pretty simple. You just kind of turn a knob up and make the voices higher pitched.
Turn a knob?
Yeah, it's that simple. We have some pretty nice equipment in Silver Cup Studios and in Hollywood, so it's not too bad.
Are you certified?
Yes, I'm a certified sound editor in post.
What equipment did you use? Can you give me like a hardware breakdown, like name a couple, like what your mixing board or
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you give us a rundown?
Yeah. So for the mixing, we have a Pioneer G350. Pretty big unit.
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, I mean,
here we're pretty much running on an entirely like a KL stack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Pioneer G350 is kind of like an industry exclusive. It's just used on movies and sometimes in the music industry, but mostly in the film industry. So the Pioneer G350 is kind of like a rare one. You won't be able to find that like on Amazon or in any.
Is that analog?
Retail. No, it's digital. Yeah, it's great.
It's digital.
Yeah, it's great.
Is there a DAC on it to do that, or is it just pure digital input?
Yeah, it's a DAC. There's a DAC.
So
on
wait,
it.
but doesn't that mean it's analog first, and you have to convert it?
Yeah, but it's already pre-converted.
Oh, okay.
It's pre-converted. Yeah. It's really
sorry. Trist is tickling me. Stop.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to start talking about it.
Stop, dude. That's weird.
So we use the Pioneer G350.
Not on the cast.
We also have a Sony Explorer for the. I don't know what's going on here. This is a little inappropriate.
It's just no. It's like a kid thing.
You're getting your fingernail dirt under your fingernails on my feet. Stop.
It's just like it's basically, I mean, we always kind of expect that this is going to happen. That's why we're not wearing any shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and you can take your loafers off if you want.
Yeah. I mean, I see them lighting up. Don't get me wrong. I see the flex there, but
I do like the light up
to keep a laid back atmosphere.
Yeah. Sure.
Do you want us to turn the lights off, by the way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually do have pretty sensitive eyes, so you can dim them. You don't have to turn them all the way off.
Okay.
Dimming is.
Do you mind if I open this jar of spiders? They're not poisonous.
Yeah, they're kind of pets. They're kind of just our pets.
I'm not a big spider fan.
We just got them. They're just kind of our pets. So
yeah. Are they gonna crawl on me, or are they just gonna crawl in the vicinity of me?
Well, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they're spiders.
Because before earlier we got we go to Petco, right? So we went to Petco, and this was in the back in the dumpster of Petco. We found these guys, so they're just our pets, though.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Because they're from Petco, so they have to be trained, right? So
yeah, I used to get crickets from Petco for my pet frog.
For your
Let 'em
toy
rip.
frog. Is that what you're gonna say?
All right,
Wow.
there they are. They'll just we'll
There we
set them
go.
over there, so it'll give
Sure.
them a little time, a little room.
They're going fast.
So let's talk about
Oh, sorry.
some gossip.
Just
yeah.
to answer your question,
Oh,
Bernie's great, and my dick is sitting at a nice 6.75 inches.
that's impressive.
Well, that is fantastic, man. Thank you so much for telling
Mine will
us.
probably be a similar length once it's fully grown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting on a growth spurt. So let's talk about gossip. Let's just have some gossip. This is really what the Gossip Boys are about. We'll chill back. I think we're leading up to the Gossip Blast. We're not quite there yet, but we're just gonna chill out, lay back, talk about some gossip in the news. Just we can all share some stories, go around. So I'll start with this one. So this one just came out in the New Yorker about this massive, ugly breakup between T-Pain and Nicki Minaj. So here's what the story goes.
Big story.
We don't really know all the details yet, but the story goes that everything seemed to be fine, and then all of a sudden, T-Pain shows up at Nicki's house and he says, "Hey, here's a little gift for you." And then Nicki opens the gift, and little do you know, it was just a steaming pot of boiling hot lava, and she screamed and she freaked out, and it just dropped it and just burned a hole through her kitchen and got right into the detergent, and it just spilled all of the floor, and then she slipped on the floor and got her hair caught inside of the garbage disposal, and that's why she's bald now. That's how the story goes. And he was just trying to play a prank. He thought it was hot chili, but it was actually hot lava, and so they're in a really big dispute right now. So I want to see what the Gossip Boys and Garth have to think about this.
Well, I'll tell you. I don't know what Rye has to say about this, but I do have a little insider scoop on this relationship. There is a little bit more to the story. There was a kind of inciting event that led to the pot of boiling hot lava.
Does this have to do with the Instagram posts?
Yes, the Instagram post of T-Pain's newly pierced tongue. Is that what you're talking about?
Those don't even matter. Doesn't even fucking
Well,
matter.
I mean, it does really matter in this situation because
No.
hear me out. Hear me out, Rye. I mean, just hear me out.
Well, this is why I wasn't saying anything, because I already know.
Okay.
You think
well,
you know what happened? We run the fucking Gossip Cast. Of course, we know what happened more than you know what happened. You think you know about the music industry?
music industry? I don't know much about the music industry because I'm in the film industry.
So
Rye.
these are musicians.
I understand.
So how
that
do you know this? What is his Instagram post?
there is a lot of crossover between my friends in the film industry and those in the music industry. Now, what happened?
Nothing to do with the Insta posts.
Do you want to hear my side of the gossip or not from an insider scoop? I'm very confused right now, Rye.
Yes, I do. Please continue.
Thank you.
Just chill.
T-Pain posted a picture with Jay-Z. T-Pain had his mouth slightly open, had a pierced tongue in the picture. Turns out Nicki Minaj has severe trauma related to pierced tongues. Her father had a pierced tongue and actually kissed her when she was around 19 years old.
And her great-grandfather was Franklin Pierce, President of the United States.
I was not aware of that, but that also might add to it. That might be another little layer to the story. Now,
I didn't know that.
it turns out, yes, and you claim to have already known, and I'm telling you the story, Rye. So, if you would please pipe down, that would be much appreciated.
Hey, I am how much of this cast? Not 1/3. I am 1/2 of this cast. So
Again,
anything I say
I'm so sorry,
automatically
Garth.
is over the guest.
He
Again,
just gets like this.
I ask you again.
Anything
Just
I say automatically
Remember who you are
has the
speaking to as a
priority over the
15-year-old to a
guest.
46-year-old, Rye. Please show respect to your elders and show respect to the film industry.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about
I mean, Twist.
boomers. who
Okay.
look at me with their slight. Why? How are your eyes really naturally
Twist.
gray? I'm just gonna ask. Because
I don't know how much
that's your
more I can
fucking
take of
gimmick.
this
I know that's your whole
bullshit.
fucking gimmick. Are they contacts?
Hey,
Tell
Rye,
us.
Rye, your mom's coming in like 10 minutes. We have the recordings. I could show them to her. Just calm down.
I'm gonna.
You know how much she likes.
All
you know how
I
much
was
she trusts
trying to say is that Nicki Minaj did not like T-Pain's tongue piercing. Turns out she broke up with him over that. So, to get revenge, T-Pain brought a pot of boiling hot lava to Nicki Minaj's doorstep. I don't know how much more you want to hear from me, Rye, but if you don't want to hear my side of the story as an insider to the industry, then I might as well leave the show.
I thought you said you didn't know about the industry. That was just my question. Sorry.
Yeah, you said you
Sir.
didn't know about it.
I'm sorry, sir.
You know, I have already stated that there is a lot of crossover between the film industry and the music industry. I'm not a music industry insider, but there are a couple crossovers. Zendaya sings a lot of music. She's a film industry.
SpongeBob has got a show, but he sang the Best Friend song.
That is also very true.
SpongeBob is on. We got the voice actor for SpongeBob on this podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much more I can go on this podcast without an apology from Rye. You heard what I just said, Rye. I need an apology, or else I don't know how much
What?
more I can go on.
I
can't see you.
Just come on. Just take your eyes off. I'm gonna
Twist.
tickle you. I'm gonna tickle you.
can't see you.
If you keep on,
Twist, if I don't get an apology in 5 seconds, I'm leaving this show. I don't know how much more.
Paul, give like a couple bits. Hey, Rye.
Hey. Okay. I'm sorry, Garth.
Thank you. I appreciate your apology.
What are you sorry for?
Yes, what are you sorry for? I
I'm
was about to
sorry
say.
for T-Pain in the Instagram and he from Nicki Minaj.
What about T-Pain in the Instagram, Rye? Are you sorry for?
'Cause I was wrong.
Apologize to me like I'm your daddy.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Thank you, Rye. I accept your apology.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got that all squared away. Does anyone else have another news story they'd like to volunteer to talk about?
I think we told Garth to bring in something today. I don't think that's been brought up yet.
Oh yeah. Do you have any like articles, any happenings you want to share with us?
Yeah, I did see an article from Tiger Beat. I am into the youngins magazines these days. It turns out the lead singer of BTS was found in a room with 3 other men smoking crack, not snorting crack, smoking crack, crack pipes and all. Just kind of want to hear what you guys have to think about that.
I'm not familiar. Who is this? BTF?
BTS, behind the scenes K-pop group extraordinaire.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
They make like. Do you watch anime?
Yeah, I've seen.
It's
that.
kind of like the same type of songs. That is what they make.
Oh, yeah, and they smoke crack.
Apparently, that's what Tiger Beat says. That they were caught.
Here, let's talk about cracks for a minute.
Yeah, we can talk.
So
about it. We've had our fair share.
We're in the studio. We got a lot of money for the KL 540, the KL 820. Right. We need the compressor. We need this EQ. We need the limiter. We don't have a lot left over. Of course, I'm using the cracked version of Adobe Audition. Does that make me a bad person? I'm gonna pay it back once we get all the ad money from the podcast.
Once we get the sponsorship money. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We actually this episode we're getting sponsored by Papa John's.
That's right. Papa's in the building. And if you have a code for 25% off, then that's great. But we got even something better. Tell them, Twist, what do we got?
Just
read the note card. Just read this note card.
Oh yeah, I was gonna paraphrase it, but I'll do the
I read
card.
I read the first half, so go.
Oh, hold on. I need the card. My part's on the back of it. Here.
Do you need me to finish the rest? And then
No, I'm gonna do the back, but you're holding the card. I just need my parts to read off the back.
Oh, here. Okay, here.
Hey, okay.
Here. There.
Hey, Papas. Do you like Papa John's? Well, we love it. And their pizza. So, dude, this is really poorly written.
This is
I'm having trouble reading it. I keep on having to pause.
I see it.
Does that say call or fall? I guess it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to say fall.
Looks like a
Call
dollar sign.
Papa John's today and get our new pepperoni. They finally added. This is a little aside note. They finally added pepperoni to the Papa John's menu. People have been asking forever. They say Domino's has pepperoni. Pizza Hut has pepperoni.
Congratulations.
And then Papa John's was like, they just wouldn't put on the pepperoni.
They were like, fuck
a lot of
you
people,
guys.
A lot of people thought they even had something on their menu called pepperoni. Turns out it was just
Not real.
goat organs, just not even sliced up. They just put it on there. It was absolutely revolting, totally against all FDA regulations. But now they actually have genuine pepperoni. So when you're making your pizza on the pizza maker, make sure that you select pepperoni with the capital letters. Not the lowercase version is the old version.
Do
And
not
that is
select
really just
that.
It's really just not a healthy option. They had to keep it in there for those select few sickos who still wanted it.
We wanted it at one point.
Yeah. I mean, I see it as akin to some of those disgusting cannibals who just get a taste for eating children and then they can't stop. That's basically how the old pepperoni was.
That's basically how we got the sponsorship
those types
for
of
this
cannibals?
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a few on the cast. Remember CC?
Oh yeah, CC and C Star. How could I forget?
Yeah.
That was a dual episode.
Those guys, I really wish that they could come back. They're still living free, I think, which is good.
They're outside. They've been just holed up in international waters where no government is allowed to go extradite them from.
Right. I'm
Part
of me is proud.
Horrific crimes that they did, and all those
Right.
children who lost their lives.
We did do the interview in a cage,
Yes, and they
locked
were
off.
sharks around it. We were underwater.
That was so much fun. We should do that again.
We'll see if we can get out there before the National Guard slices our freaking buttocks off. They really guard that area.
Like they do. Ay.
They're dead in the center of their Bermuda Triangle, so it's basically impossible to get there.
That's like is that around where the Pirate Wars happened? The Bermuda's Triangle?
Yeah, I mean those were what, like 1985? That was a while ago.
I don't really remember, but I remember reading about them in school from class last week. And they said the Pirate Wars were happening and then people died from stealing each other's stuff so much.
Yeah, it
Do you
started
remember
out
that?
just a bit of, they would take a little money, maybe $1 or $2 from the wallet.
Right.
And then it just started getting crazy and they started stealing each other's toes and fingers and eyes.
And this
And
was
eventually
all,
everyone was just a pile of meat in the end.
This was all before vegetarianism was a thing. This is one of the things that like sparked it to happen in our in my mind at least.
Yeah, that was the point at which my sister said I've had enough.
No more. No more Twist. I remember that.
So
Garth, you just you've been sitting with your hoodie.
you look a little pale.
Your hoodie's fully zipped, and your face looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Did you have too much of that toothpaste, buddy?
I am feeling a little sick. I just wanted to let you do the ad read that you needed to do without interrupting. However, I do feel a little gross from that marshmallow and mint mix, even though it felt Felt nice on the mouth. It doesn't feel nice in the tummy.
I mean, Twist ingests this stuff every
It's kind of
single
like,
day.
have you ever drank gasoline? That's kind of the same.
No, I've never drank gasoline before.
But you know how it's when you smell it, like when you get a new car and you try to put the
liquid
gasoline, but you don't really know how it
smell.
works. So you don't know where the hole is, so you just kind of spill it everywhere.
Yeah.
And it smells kind of nice.
Well, I have a driver. Do you have any water or Pepto-Bismol?
No,
No.
we're doing Sprite. Oh, speaking of Sprite,
Is that her?
I think your mom's here.
Yo, what's up? Yo,
All
she's
right,
got her
I'm gonna-
mask. She's got her
here.
mask up.
I'm gonna go greet her so she can't come in the room because
Go get
she'll
her.
be on the
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
But
Go get her.
yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. One sec.
I see you.
But I really need some of that Sprite.
Hey, Garth.
Why are you saying hey to me? We've been talking for like over an hour now.
I was introducing. I was like, was that in English? Where you
Listen,
like,
buddy.
preposition or something?
Listen. You're 15 years old and you got an attitude on you. And I am not fucking around with you anymore. Okay?
What do
You
mean?
disrespected me live on your podcast, and you better fucking cut this out. Because
How
if
did
you
I
don't,
disrespect
if you
you?
don't, my agent is gonna have your fucking
Hey.
ass to the dirt.
Hey, calm down, dude.
Calm down. Calm down when you disrespect me live on your podcast and
Hey.
drag my name through the mud. I'm gonna be prevented from having
Hey.
another main role in the next SpongeBob Unchained movie, asshole. So don't fuck
Hey.
with me.
Twist is.
Hey, Twist.
Twist is right there.
Can I
Hey.
have can I have one of those Sprites, please? That would be really nice of you.
Yeah. Here you go. So,
Thanks.
right, your mom was a little upset with you. She
What
said
happened?
she said your dad called, and he found what you did in the bathroom. I don't really know what that means.
You found
She said,
out? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, she didn't really
Uh-oh.
tell me exactly what it was, but she
I
said
don't
that basically, they found it and it wasn't pretty. That was all I got from it. So we might have a little bit of
Well,
might have to cool her down about it a bit later.
I can bring it up. I can talk about it.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, remember I said we were at Petco earlier. I've actually been going there for weeks and checking the dumpster out back, and just seeing what's in there. And it turns out all the chinchillas and guinea pigs that they have that pass away from natural causes, they just put in the dumpster in the back. So dumpster diving, normally you're in a GameStop, but I started doing it at the Petco. Found a nice little hedgehog with all of his spiny pines on his back still alive, but he wasn't breathing. And I just had to take him home and open him and use him.
Whoa.
And I got so hung up in the act that I just left him on the toilet seat. I didn't even flush him or trash him. He was just left there midnight. So when I woke up, he wasn't there, but I guess that's why. I guess my dad found out. So that's not good. That's a bit
Yeah,
awkward.
he might revoke bathroom privileges again. Last time,
I would fucking
Rye's dad revoked bathroom privileges, and Rye was just taking dumps in one corner of his room for weeks.
Yep.
How much of a pile did you have there, Rye?
I had a couple barrels worth, as I say.
Jesus. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I kept on telling him to do it out the window.
It was-
Sorry, am I allowed to swear on this podcast?
You listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just want to
No,
make
it's
sure.
fine. We're just not allowed to We're not allowed to say some things. We're allowed to swear.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about any government agencies. We're not allowed to
any twist endings in movies, because one of our commenters got pissed off last episode when we brought up the Avatar 2 spoilers that came out.
Yeah.
So,
you have anything to say about the spoilers, Garth?
I don't want to spoil it for your listeners.
We're not allowed to say anything about the spoilers.
Well, we can gossip about them.
So, Rye.
What, dude? What?
You have any articles you want to share?
I kind of just want to get blasted, man.
Really? You want to do the gossip blast?
We've teased it, and
Yeah.
I tried to blast off earlier, and it just wasn't working. But
It wasn't right. I think we're good to do it now. I think we're good to do the gossip blast.
I think we should.
All right, let's hit me with it. I'm excited.
All right.
Let's do the countdown. Okay.
6, 5, 7, 4, 3, 2,
1. Hey everyone, welcome to Gossip Blast. In this section of the show, we're gonna blast off with all kinds of crazy, quick, snapping questions.
The wittiest questions of them all are only presented to those who allow them. That's why 30 seconds a question and gossiping is the way to go in this segment. Twist. Start off, Garth.
All right.
Clock on the timer.
Garth, what is your opinion on magic microphones? Go.
I don't like the using of magic microphones. As a sound designer and as a sound editing certified editor, I don't like them. Hello? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
I don't like the use of magic microphones. I like the traditional use of regular boom mics.
Time's up. Garth.
Yes.
Garth. Glass or wooden cups?
Glass cups, wooden cups, splinters in my mouth. No. Don't like.
What
Next
about
question.
a polished wooden cup?
No. That makes me taste like Jesus on the cross in my mouth when I'm drinking water, and I don't like that. Next question.
Would you rather never eat ice cream again or jump out my window?
Fuck. That's a hard one.
Garth, would you do a handstand to impress me?
No. But I would probably rather jump out a window than not eat ice cream ever again.
This is not part of the blast.
That's probably... No, I said jump out my window.
I would not want to jump out your window. That would probably do a lot of damage to my body.
We are 30 stories high. Hollywood
my window is right
Street.
above a stray cat colony, and they are always hungry.
I don't want to get eaten by those stray cats, especially that stray cat Gina down there. Not a big fan. That big baby. I can do a handstand. I've done handstands in a couple movies. It's kind of my trademark, but I don't know if I'm willing to do a handstand here. You might have to pay me a little more, do a little something for me.
I don't think you could do one here. I mean, the ceiling is too low. You can't even stand up.
Yes. It would be difficult, but actually it might be a little bit easier because I can put my feet on the ceiling and kind of have that kind of tension between my feet and my hands.
Yeah, but your knees would be like almost completely bent. We're just in this little sort of windowless cage underneath the stairs right now.
But the more tension you have on your feet, the less tension you have on your hands.
But your body won't be able to extend enough. I mean, I've seen you. You're 6'5". This room is only 4.5 feet tall.
I am 6'5", and I'm a handstand expert. And you won't tell me differently. Sorry, Twist.
Next one. Do you like Mario, or do you play those games?
Mario Lopez from From E! News?
No, like the what's that guy? Twist. What is that guy? With the red. How do you describe him?
He's like He's always like jumping around.
He has Mario mushrooms and a peach.
Mario. I mean, the only Mario that I'm familiar with is Mario Lopez, and he does not do mushrooms. He's more of a straight edge kind of guy.
Are you conservative or liberal?
I refuse to talk about my political views on this.
Please tell me. Please.
I'm a centrist. Next question.
Why are you wearing sunglasses? That's my question. We're inside, and the lights are very dim.
I mean, as a Hollywood star, it makes me feel on another level, a little more dominant than anybody else. It's in the Hollywood handbook. That's what they tell you to do.
I mean, you're already feeling dominant. You're in the room with two malnourished 15-year-olds, and you got biceps the size of wild hogs.
Sometimes the dominance doesn't end, and you just got to keep it going. That's how you get to Hollywood. You have to be completely dominant. You have to, crush all the competition, no matter what. I
think that's how I get a different kind of wood, if you know what I'm saying.
Ha ha. Up top.
Down low.
Ouch.
Too slow.
Oh, man. So, that was a good blast. So tell us about SpongeBob Unchained. So you worked with a lot of these people. You were Patrick. You played Patrick. And that was your starring role. You paid the big bucks to get up there in the credits. That was a whole controversy that we already talked over. How was it working with the people? Gwyneth Paltrow as Sandy. SpongeBob, Andy Peck. How was it working with these people?
Gwyneth Paltrow's a smoking babe. I'll tell you that. She is very beautiful. Turns out when it's a kid's show, you can't be playing around with that kind of things on the set. But playing Patrick was really fun. I had to gain a lot of weight. As you can tell, I've taken it all off my body. I've done a lot of working out, done a lot of bench press, done a lot of cardio. But I would eat pig's feet every morning at 6 a.m. And then in the afternoon, I would get an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's. Breakfast of Champions at 12 p.m. every day. And then for dinner, I would have a peanut butter sandwich. Turns out the pig's feet in the morning really absorb the fats of the following two foods and really help you gain a lot of weight. It's another Hollywood secret for you. You can put it on the gossip column.
So you eat McDonald's?
Yeah. I mean, I ate McDonald's too. I know it's bad. I know it is bad. But I had to do that to gain weight to play Patrick. I had to gain a lot of gut weight. They spray painted my whole body pink. Couldn't get it off.
CGI?
I thought I read in the movie magazines that you actually just went outside and naked and got a sunburn.
Part of it is that. However, they did spray paint my cock pink. They didn't have to spray paint the tip of it because it was already pink, but the rest of it was.
So you were walking around
colored.
McDonald's with a pink cock out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was in the live stunts part of the movie, if I remember correctly.
That was what made it Unchained.
You just walk into McDonald's naked and just unleash a nasty load on top of the tables.
Yes, that was the Unchained part. Of course, I'm a little uncomfortable talking about this with 15-year-olds because the Unchained is the adult version. Now we've seen
it. We can't do what is undone.
We saw the kids cut, so there were mosaics, there were pixelations over all of the more unsightly parts, but we can fill in the blanks. I've seen enough Japanese pornography.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you've seen it, yes, I would walk through McDonald's with my pink little cock out. I would order an Egg McMuffin, and I would shoot my nasty little load all over the register. That was part of the deal.
And I think the funniest part for me was when, most of the time you'd walk in, they'd call the police, but there was that one McDonald's in Glenville where they actually served you up your Egg McMuffin in the end.
That's right.
Yes, they served me up my Egg McMuffin. Turns out the cashier had to wash their hands, pretty hard from all the sticky stuff that was on the cash register. But they served me up my Egg McMuffin. I ate it and helped me gain even more weight to continue playing the method acting of the role.
And there was probably one of the most interesting ones to me was that the one in Orange County McDonald's, where actually at the same time that you walked in, Ronald McDonald was there filming Undercover Boss, and so you actually got to meet him.
Yeah, great guy. Really like him. Turns out he has no idea how to make French fries. They leave that to the cooks behind the counter. But he's a great guy. Nice little red nose, complimented my pink body in that moment. We took a nice picture. You can see it on my Instagram at g.evergreen.
That is
we've
inspiring.
seen it. We've seen it on Instagram already.
I would never have known that. So, thanks, Rye, for confirming.
I've looked at your Instagram since you started hitting your wife on there.
Hitting, snapping pictures of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my wife.
I love her too.
She's great. She's really
Excuse
cute.
me, Twist?
The pictures that you post.
Okay.
Yeah, the pictures
I
are
love them.
very nice.
No, don't get weird with me here. That's my wife, okay?
Hey, what can I say? I'm a horny 15-year-old. I can't control, or I bust my little buster.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Why did you come on here?
Why did I come on here? Because I'm trying to promote my new movie. To be completely honest with you, I didn't think I'd be talking about a little 15-year-old thinking about my wife
I'm
in
not
a
that
sexual
little.
manner.
I'm
He's quite tall.
5'6".
Okay.
That's like 40th percentile.
40th percentile? Okay.
48.
It's going up.
48.
I haven't had my growth spurt, so that means it's gonna get up to probably like 60 at least.
I mean, that's what we're
Maybe
hoping
like
for day by
65.
day.
I would be lying to you if I didn't say I was a bit uncomfortable in this moment here.
Oh, should I move my hand? Sorry, I wanted to make sure the whole 6.75 thing was like, I couldn't, it was blurred out in the movie, so I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, not here, not now. Please do not put your hand near my crotch region.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you want a chair that's like less sticky?
I didn't even notice that this chair was sticky, but now that you say it,
Yeah,
all
well,
of our stuff is inflatable.
why is this chair sticky?
I don't know if I wanna say.
have you had Oreos?
Yes.
And you also had the Oreos that we put on the table. I saw you munching on one.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice it tasted just like a little weird.
Yeah, it did have some sort of like Cloroxy taste to it. Mm-hmm. But I didn't think much of it. I thought that maybe you had disinfected the table because of the pandemic, or maybe it got a little bit on the Oreo.
Yeah, that's basically we were trying to disinfect. We had the normal can of Oreos. We like to scoop out all the middle parts and then mix in a bit of ammonic acid to do some disinfectants. Just like a tiny pinch, it's kind of like they they put in fluoride in the tap water.
We've been running home experiments on the long run in our basement.
But it gets, the smell kind of gets a little overwhelming sometimes. And so just before you came here, Rye actually just vomited all over that chair, and we didn't have time to clean it.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Jesus.
So like it's not
Fuck.
it fits in so well with like the faux fabric. It looks just like it. So we didn't.
This is why, in our defense,
we-
we did text you. We told you to wear something orange at the last moment.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was an orange chair, so it wasn't too easy to tell, what was up. But we think the shades look fairly matched, so I think the stain should be just pretty much unnoticeable on your pants you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
should be
smelling
fine.
my fingers right now after touching the cushion. It does smell a little fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can think of it as fucked up or effed up, as us under
Right.
18
That's what
kids
we
like to say. But
Sorry.
it's also
It's okay.
Don't sweat,
You know,
kids.
it's not that bad. I mean, have you ever had like a vinegar on your salad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people love that stuff,
I've had vinegar.
and it's not that distinguishable from the way your fingers smell right now.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm glad we can all be here, guys. Garth, Twist, let's have a hug. Let's bring it
Well,
in.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah,
We're supposed to stay.
Yeah, let's bring
we're
it
6
in.
feet away.
Let's bring
Let's
it.
bring it in.
No, let's do it. We have our masks.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Getting off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me! Get off of me!
Never
All right.
fails.
You fucker! God.
What else? Anything else here?
Well, we blasted. We didn't talk about the CD trade. I think that is the normal last segment where we trade each other a CD, which you brought. Correct?
I do. I do have a CD for you here today.
Because we have one for you. We can talk about ours first, like we normally do.
Sure. Go ahead.
All right, so we have Care Bear Bears. It's the Care Bear Bears who are from the show Care Bears, and they actually did their own single. This is just a single, but it is still a CD, and it is
It's called the Signal. There's the normal version and there's the Kids Bop version.
Right, there is the Kids Bop version. On the other side of the CD, there's nothing actually on it, so don't get your fingerprints on it, but it's protected by this case. This was one of the first 90s kids cartoon CDs, so quite historic.
Awesome.
Play that on a Pioneer, please.
Thank you. I will. I appreciate it.
What do you got for
Twice.
us?
Oh, was that for both of you, or did Twist have one? Is it just one, or?
I mean, you normally listen to the podcast, right? Like, you know how the
Yeah.
segment works.
Usually
Yeah,
Twist
so-
has one for the guests too.
That was like a pre-episode 45.
Yeah, that's not.
In the end, we were spending way too
that's
much
not what we do
on
anymore.
CDs.
I might be a little behind.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my CD. It's Abdul Akhanan. It's
I'm not familiar.
it's the Middle Eastern, actually from Saudi Arabia, rapper Abdul Akhanan. His album The Third World. It's actually from 1971. This was before rap got big in the United States. Little do you know that in Saudi Arabia, those rappers were, throwing down bars left and right. So this album is actually a classic. If you've heard songs like "The Sand Is Not Gray," the 14th Segment, and the Ghost Opera. Those are all on Abdul Khanan's album. And,
Really?
1971.
Wow.
Yeah, those were,
See, I know about
know
Abdul's
some.
smash hit "Throw Me That Crazy Monkey," but I thought he was kind of a one-hit wonder.
Not
Is
a
that
one-hit
him?
wonder.
I guess I do know him. That's
Yeah, he's the crazy monkey guy.
I had that clear. Okay, so I do know this guy.
Yeah, very familiar name, household name. It's kind of like one of those actors in the business that you see everywhere, but you don't know their, face, but you don't know their name.
I've never
You know
heard his
Abdul, right? Like Mace Windu. You know Abdul Khan on sound, but you don't know his face, and not a lot of people know his name. He's from the Phil Musra Group's fame, and he's really amazing. So. Yeah, get into this music. A lot of American rap roots.
Well,
take a tradition from Abdul Khanan. So
well, you have to listen. As the rule goes, you have to listen to the Care Bears as long as this album is. You have to listen to our thing because it's equal time, and then two people, so it's times two. So how long is this album?
Abdul Khanan's album is 48 minutes.
All right, so you got a 96-minute ride to Care Bear Land ahead of you.
All right, I mean, as long as you listen to Abdul Khanan, I'm cool.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll put it
All
on.
right. Let me know what you think. Send me an email.
We actually only have a CD player in my dad's broken SUV.
I think Craig has one, but he's always hiding it.
Craig has. Do you think so?
Well, he had one at some point. Though actually, I think it might have been broken at some point.
Maybe. Is it the blue Mickey Mouse thing? Because I didn't think that was a CD player.
That was the Tamagotchi.
That's different. That doesn't play the CD. Because
Some
we
of
just
the
have
newer models
iPod.
do.
We just have iPod, so.
Yeah. Do you know about iPod?
Are you asking me if I know what an iPod is?
Do you know about it?
Yeah, I had an iPod Touch 4th generation back in the day.
Why?
To play Angry Birds. Where's
What's
My
that?
Water? Subway Surfers. Beat Sneak Bandit.
What is this thing
What are
that
you-
you're talking about? What are these?
Little,
Like the restaurant?
No, like old apps.
Like
on the iPod.
like the sandwich
Subway.
restaurant? Is that what you're talking about?
Subway Surfers was like a running game.
What are you talking about? We just use it for music.
I had the
Beats?
iPod Touch. You're probably
Do you
thinking
know-
of the iPod
wait.
Nano.
Do you know Beats?
Beat Sneak
We
Bandit,
just use it for
the app.
Beats. No, I'm saying that.
It's like a VR thing.
Beats. It's like they have VR apps to listen to music.
It's like a Star Wars VR.
No, it's not a Star Wars VR. It's yes.
It's called Beats.
I'm in your ear, Garth.
Are you okay, right?
I'm in your ear.
What? What is going on?
He just gets
Get
like
off.
this.
Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me.
Oh,
Get
dude.
off, bro. What the fuck, dude?
Okay.
Get off! Jesus Christ, Twist, get this fucker off of
Dude,
me.
I'm gonna get your mom in here.
Oh my god. Oh
Right,
my god.
right. I'm gonna get your mom. Just calm down.
Right! I can't do this anymore. Right! What?
No,
Get
no.
your tongue out of my ear, you fucking piece of shit!
Okay, Garth. Just
No, I'm fucking done with this.
he's.
Get out of
doesn't mean
here!
it. He doesn't mean it.
I'm leaving. Give me my fucking piss
He
cup.
just needs his multivitamin. He's really low on vitamin D right now.
Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I restrict you from releasing this fucking podcast. This is such bullshit.
We're gonna release it. We can still release it.
No, you're not.
You signed.
I swear to God.
You signed the contract. You signed the contract.
If you release it, I will have your ass.
My dad is a lawyer.
I don't give a fuck about your dad. I'm done.
Well, my dad doesn't give a fuck about your dad, and he could probably beat him up.
I do.
Because my dad is the world wrestling champion.
This is 15-year-old fucking talk, and I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm out. Get up. See you later, asshole.
That was the worst episode of all we ever had.
Sorry, did I freak out there?
Yeah, sorry. I just gave you your vitamin.
Oh, thanks.
It went a little.
Thank you.
It went a little downhill, but you know what? I was thinking,
right?
we said earlier we probably weren't going to release the episode,
Yeah.
but we did the ad read. Papa John's is going to pay us a pretty
we have
penny.
to do it. We have to do it if we did that.
I think we have to release it. I say we just stop the recording now.
Yeah.
We do and then we just release it.
But Craig can put in like an outro. Craig can put in an outro of Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, and Craig can put in like little interesting things. Maybe like put some monkey pictures or something all throughout, just to keep it kind of interesting.
Monkey pictures and the same video of a monkey, but 10 times spread out throughout the whole podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe then that'll make me. Maybe I don't even need the vitamin. Maybe I don't need the vitamin anymore.
All right. Well, I think. Regardless, I'm sorry. I already texted your mom, so you can see her.
Yeah,
you can see her shadow under the doorstep. I mean,
yeah.
We don't want to catch this.
I see.
So I think we should just stop we'll stop the recording now.
Do you want to just stop it?
Yeah, just stop it.
Here, I'll reach over and